plays in the background, a little strumming going on. That's right. 40, well, actually, we're already up to 50 degrees out there this morning. Today's not going to be quite as warm as it has been the last couple days, but enjoy 65 to 67 degree temperatures, cloudy skies, and then tomorrow, pretty much the same thing, high temperatures at 70. And then the biggest chance for rain actually comes in Saturday, which we are at 90% so far. So keep an eye on the weather in case we have some severe weather. And then Sunday looking good with 79 for that high. A couple dry days, so enjoy, because the rain does return on Tuesday.
Have we had enough rain so far?
April showers. April showers.
They're saying we're still behind for the year.
That's right.
Really?
Yeah.
Surprising.
We'll get there.
Doris and Buzz Estes join us this morning. First, we know what you're going to say, Buzz. We'll get you in just a second. Let's let the better half of you get talking this morning.
That's right.
Doris, what are you? I know you're involved in a lot of stuff. What all those badges mean?
I know, aren't they nice?
Well, it's my DAR.
Oh, okay. So you're involved in the Daughters of the
American
Confederacy.
Revolution. Daughters of the American Revolution. 1776 and all that.
Yeah, so you're involved in all of that. Have you ever been to DAR High School over in Marshall County?
Many times. It's a wonderful place.
It's beautiful up on that mountain, built out all those rocks. I grew up right down below that in the great big city of New Hope, Alabama.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I hear that people just fight to get into the DAR area so they can go to school.
Yeah.
And the DAR all over the United States contributes to the support of that school.
Yeah, they sure do. Now, you've got something coming up at the library. What is it?
Well, it's a genealogy seminar. And we are going to tell people more about how to do genealogy. And I've got my golden chains here. The theme is the golden chains that connect us.
You said it started with you.
That's right. And then the parents and grandparents and great-grandparents and great-great-grandparents and so on down the line.
Now, what is there to know about, can't you just go online to that deal and Ancestry.com? Does that work, or is that just...
It definitely does work. It has been a tremendous boon. But you need to know a little about the situation. So in studying your genealogy, you of course start with yourself, and that's how I'm going to start with the students. They'll bring their birth certificate, and I'll show them the different things they can find on their birth certificate.
All right. I know you've traced yours.
Yes.
So what is yours?
What is what?
Yeah, I mean,
Very long.
Yes, it just keeps going on and on and on.
Where'd you come from?
England, mainly. I have not done the DNA yet, and my course will not deal with DNA.
What if you find something you don't want to know? Like, what was the actor the other day? Ben
Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
Yes.
Tried to cover it up that his ancestors owned slaves.
Yeah.
Because he's a big liberal, he don't nobody know that.
Right, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
You can't change your history.
That's right, that's right. And you can only discover it.
That's right.
And I discovered in the census beginning with 1960, 1970, 1860, 70, 80, that I had a great-great-grandparent that took in a domestic. And she said that at the time she was 20 years old. Well, the next decade, she was 21, and she had 2 children.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
And then eventually his wife died, and he did marry the domestic.
I guess this may be a stupid question. Who compiles all that information? How did they come up with all that?
How did it get into the computer?
Who put that in a computer?
Well, the Latter-day Saints have gone around to many of the communities and compiled it, yes.
So when is this course you're going to have?
Saturday, April 16th at 9
Oh,
a.m.
Saturday, April what?
16th.
April.
Not April 16th.
May 16th.
I said maybe you meant
May,
the week.
yes.
May 16th.
May 16th and 9.
Is it free?
It is free, yes. And just invite everybody to come on out.
Bring their birth
Bring the birth certificate.
Okay.
Bring, if they can, the first 3 generations. We find that if you can have the first 3 generations, you've got
Now, what do you mean, first 3 generations birth certificate?
Yes.
Now, it's so simple. You can really find out that much off of a birth certificate.
Right. When and where, and the thing is the name of your parents.
Okay.
And that
And
gives
their
you
parents and
yes,
their parents.
yes.
Now, can you look at somebody and tell basically where they came from?
No.
I mean, if you look at me, did I come from royalty?
Right. Sure. Certainly. Yes.
We know the name Cooper goes back to the barrel maker in England, I guess.
Yes,
I think that,
that would be-
I ain't really traced banks. I figured it all kind of starts with me.
It does.
Well, if you know the relatives that you do know, you really want to know the ones you
Yeah,
don't.
that's your family, not mine. What did you find out about him?
Well, when we moved into his house, it was his mom and dad's house, you know. And when we moved into that house, there were Bibles and genealogies already there in the house that Mrs. Estes had compiled. He had many itinerant preachers in his background.
That's like your mom's Bible was filled out. Neat.
Actually, no, itinerants, the circuit riders.
Circuit riders, yes.
So they went around preaching. Yeah.
Right.
All right, so that's coming up on May 16th.
That's
So what time?
9.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
9 a.m.
I'll be up.
Okay.
So just bring a birth certificate.
And your lunch. We're not providing lunch.
How long's the class?
We may go till 1, 2, or...
Really?
So, yeah.
And you can leave whenever you want to.
That's
so.
right.
You
That's
going?
right.
Go.
Yes.
No, I don't want to know
About
anyone.
your family.
Yes.
I already
What I
know.
know now I don't like. I'd hate to know find a whole lot more.
There might be something in there.
Buzz, y'all got a big thing coming up Sunday on the, what time is it and what is it?
2 o'clock, right at the Confederate statue on the courthouse lawn, Confederate Memorial Day. And that is a nationwide event. Alabama has it actually officially Monday, because that's a day off, a holiday for some people.
State workers. Do we still honor that?
We sure do.
Well, let me get right down about why do most people think we shouldn't be honoring anything about our Southern heritage?
They're proud of their ignorance. Well, the whole reason for the Sons Confederate Veterans existing is trying to keep our ancestors' heritage clean and clear. And they're people to be proud of. And like you were talking about, the person says, oh, your parents, your ancestors owned slaves. The war wasn't about slavery in the first place. And slavery was...
It was about rights.
Well, yes, but slavery was a problem across the entire country. Mm-hmm. Who do you think brought most of the African slaves to the United States to sell?
The owner, the plantation owner.
You think it was Confederates?
No, it was the northern people. Here's a question I read the other day, and you know the answer to this. What happened to most of the slaves after the Civil War ended?
Most of them were unemployed.
And well, the ones that went north were put on display like there was some circus act.
Yeah. Well, over at Corinth, they had basically it was a concentration camp. And all the slaves could go there, freed slaves, and they were furnished food and lodging and everything else. And it hasn't changed a whole lot from what that, just they're living better now.
All right, what's going to take place Sunday? Are y'all going to have your band there? I mean, William going to be beating a drum, or what are y'all going to do?
Yeah, William would beat the drum, of course. You probably know Jackie Reeves. She's going to be giving the address, and William's going to be the song leader. And it won't be long, probably 45 minutes, maybe less.
At 2 o'clock on that, what is that, the northeast side?
Of the square.
Hey, he's better than I thought he was.
Northeast side. As long as you don't use power, you can still have stuff down there.
Correct.
All right, today's a big day. It's your former. Do y'all know how that? Can you explain a little bit what's happening today, Doris, down there?
Arts Incubator.
The arts thing is opening at y'all's former location.
That's right.
At 11 o'clock. I think it's a free barbecue lunch. Anybody shows up. It's a 3-day deal
Starts at
going
what,
on down there,
11:30?
isn't it?
We drove by on the way out here.
So y'all haven't been in?
No.
That not hard to do? After all the years you spent there?
A lot of genealogy there.
Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is. Anything else you need to know, Buzz?
That's about it.
All right, thank y'all for coming up this morning, Doris.
Yeah,
Don't forget
thank
the
you.
beanie weenies on the way
All
out.
right,
You might
thank
go
you.
to lunch
Please take them.
today, yeah.
By the way, we still have one more walking tour Saturday.
Rain or shine.
We're going to try rain or shine.
Do you wear that?
Maybe you'll have a break.
Do you wear that?
Yeah.
What's that thing like when it gets wet?
Wet.
Wet.
All right, thank you. We'll mention that again tomorrow, too. All right, let's go local and love it with a band, Ridley Beatty this morning from all the way in Marshall County. Local and loved it. Y'all hang on. We'll be right back with Joseph in just a second.
Local and loving it.
Holding things together ain't no easy thing to do. When it comes to raising children, it's a job meant for two. Alice, please believe me, I can't go on and on, holding things together with you gone. Today was Angie's birthday, I guess it slipped your mind. Tried twice to call you, but no answer either time. But the postman brought a present, mail some days ago. I just signed it, love from Mama, so Angie wouldn't know. Yeah, holding things together ain't no easy thing to do. When it comes to raising children, it's a job meant for two. Alice, please believe me, I can't go on and on, holding things together with you gone. Holding things together with you gone. If you see your brother standing by the road with a heavy load from the seeds he sowed, you see your sister falling by the way, just stop and say, you're going the wrong way. You got to try a little kindness, just show a little kindness, just shining light for everyone.